Morning everyone, Lucky Speaks again. Well, I've already done one little short today, and this one's going to be a little bit longer. When I was a youngster, obviously, a long time ago, I mean, God, my best mate when I was a kid. And anyway, we used to watch Disney films. I hate to admit it, but I probably did see Snow White and soppy things like that. But Disney stories were always about, fairy tales and nice things and nice stories that we didn't really think about much as kids. We didn't think about whether or not, there was anything sinister to these things. We just like watching Mickey and Goofy and all the rest of the crowd on there, having fun watching these things. And Snow White was a good story. These little dwarves looked after her. Snow White was beautiful. The Wicked Queen was old bag. She wanted to sort out Snow White, tried to tuck her up. She got sorted in the end. Lovely story, brilliant. Fast forward to today, and Disney, they're just so woke. They're so pathetic. People do not want, en masse, to have this crap shoved down our throats. We don't want to see LGBTQ and racial tensions and God knows what all shoved down our throats on a daily basis in children's TV. So they've got a Snow White now. The girl who plays Snow White got a face like a bag of spanners. She's all right, I suppose, if you like that sort of thing. But she's not beautiful. She's not lovely. And she is now fighting against the Queen. And the Queen, who's supposed to be wicked and supposed to be horrible and all the rest of it, is Gal Gadot. Beautiful, isn't she? Gorgeous. Way better looking than Snow White. She looks in the mirror and says, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all? And the mirror go, certainly ain't that silly cow Rachel Ziegler, is it? For God's sake, the thing's got to tell the truth. It ain't gonna agree that she. If you've seen, she's got legs like a table from China. It's horrible. Anyway, Face 8 Ziegler. She's been basically running down everybody she can think of. She's really made Disney. They've had to rewrite the damn film. They've had to reshoot it. It's been shelved for a year because they didn't want to release it because it was going to upset people. She's been on there saying that the 77 million people that voted for Trump in the United States, they're all thick as pig shit. She's saying. She's as dumb as a box of rocks. This girl. Next thing she's doing, mirror on the wall. Rachel Ziegler's working at the mall next, I think, because that's all that's going to happen, isn't it? She's not going to get another job because who's going to trust her? She's basically tanked that film. So much so that I saw today, Disney cancelled all the lavish premieres and all the rest of it with all the stars and everything else. And it just had this dopey cow on her own outside the castle in Spain where apparently the inspiration for the Snow White castle was. And singing with an awful lot of auto-tune by the look of it to a few dozen of her most ardent supporters who happen to know it was there. Total sham. This is supposed to be they spent 270 million or something stupid on this film. And not being funny, they call it Snow White and the Seven Magical Creatures rather than dwarfs because they think it's demeaning to have dwarfs. Well, hold on a minute. What about dwarves? Is that not legitimate to suffer from dwarfism? Is that so bad that you're not allowed to say their name anymore? There must be people who suffer from dwarfism that are really pissed off that their starring role in a Hollywood feature has been changed because someone might get a bit upset. Oh, poor little babies. Oh no, we don't want to see. Oh, the poor little people. Fucking hell, come on. This is ridiculous. It doesn't hurt dwarves' feelings to be called dwarves. They're dwarves. They know they're dwarves. That's like saying a black person is upset if you say he's black. He's not upset. He's black. He can cope with it. Why can't you? How ridiculous is this? You don't hurt people's feelings stating facts. Simple as that. And if someone is hurt when you state facts, then they're the ones with the problem. Not normal people. Normal people can cope. Normal people. Christ, when I was a kid, get called all names under the sun. Did I give a damn? Did I ever? No chance. Couldn't care less. Water for ducks back. Sticks and stones may break your bones. Names will never hurt you. Hurt me a lot more when I had a punch in the face. That upset me. But call me names. gave a shit. Nobody cares. I call kids names all the time. They call me names all the time. And nowadays, I mean, I sit in my office, I talk to clients. We have a laugh and a joke. Sometimes at my expense, sometimes at theirs, sometimes it's someone else's expense. Nobody gets offended. Everybody knows it's a joke. Everybody knows it's sarcasm. It's just fun. Isn't life a bit better if you have a bit of fun in it? I mean, Christ almighty, life would be really boring if we start walking around thinking for 30 seconds before we open our mouths to every single person, just on the off chance. You know, it's like these pronouns and all this bullshit. Oh, you didn't get my pronouns when you met me. I didn't know you were calling yourself something stupid. Oh, I'm offended now because you said my pronouns are stupid. Shut up. Do what you want, but for God's sake, I'm not going to play your games. I'm not going to call you by a pronoun. I'm not going to recognise your pronouns before you even open your mouth. And you can identify as what you like. I don't care. It really doesn't bother me. Do what you like. I couldn't give a shit. I have no opinion whatsoever on anybody else's life. I couldn't care less. Don't judge me, and I won't judge you. I couldn't care less. I've got clients that are transitioned, I've got clients that are gay, clients that are lesbians, clients that are all sorts, clients that probably don't even tell me what their thing is. But it doesn't affect what we do or say. We just talk, we get on well, we have fun. Some of my best clients are people that supposedly are of one or the other special groups that supposedly don't get on with a normal, what they call us gammons or something, white men. White older men. I mean, it's just bollocks. It's a load of shit. And it's about time the world woke up. And I think in America it is waking up. God's sake, Britain's got to do it soon. I mean, just because we've got a Prime Minister who can't deal with his own sexuality, apparently, who wants to hide it all the time, it's a bit obvious to anybody what it really is. Nobody cares, mate. Nobody gives a damn. It's that you're crap as a Prime Minister that we hate you. We don't hate anything about you personally. It's a fact that you can't do your fucking job. It's because you're an asshole. That's why we don't like you. That's why we want your cabinet to resign. Rachel Reeves is not qualified. I got more qualifications than she has to be a chancellor. And I would never even dare send her my CV. I mean, she's crap. I mean, Jesus Christ, over the years I probably talked to her on the complaints line for Halifax about someone's cheque bouncing. These idiots, David Lammy. What qualifications David Lammy got to be Foreign Secretary? He hates everybody. How is he going to negotiate effectively with people he hates? And he can lie through his teeth when he's sitting opposite someone because he doesn't want to get called out on it. But he's still just a liar, still just a twat, still ain't got a clue what he's doing, still a laughing stock, same as Keir Starmer, a laughing stock. Across the world, people are looking at Britain and saying, if that's who represents you, then Britain's finished. And that's what they looked at in America when Biden was in charge. They saw basically a walking corpse who needed an injection up his arse to get a single sentence out and get it out wrongly anyway. I mean, you sort of repeat the full stops on the teleprompter. And during that time, America lost an awful lot of their presence in the world. Nobody took them seriously. That's why you got a war in Ukraine and why the Palestinians kicked off. They know there's nobody there to stop them. Trump's back in, and now they know there is. And that's what we need in this country. We need another Mrs. Thatcher, or even David Cameron. Soppy as a sack, but at least he looked like a Prime Minister. Since then, really, we've had nothing. Boris Johnson was a mess. I mean, he should have been good, but he wasn't good because his missus is a lefty. And obviously, in order to get his benefits, he was having to do things maybe that he wouldn't have done when he was still just a little shag monster. But, shouldn't say that, should you? But, this country's got to pick itself up. And Disney, you're finished. You're absolutely finished. I mean, woke crap. Who's going to watch it? Nobody. Got ratioed out of existence, the trailer. You wouldn't allow comments because the comments when you were allowing them were so bad. Sort yourselves out. It's ridiculous. This country's gone to pits.